Hi everyone. I'm not going to hold you long this time. It's a beautiful Thursday here, and it was kind of cold yesterday. I know everybody's trying to figure out how they're going to spend their $2 or $3 they're getting back from income tax and all of that, so they probably not into too much of videos and all of this and everything. But I want to talk to you today. I want to talk about the mystery of being. Uh, do you ever think about what do you really want in life? And we always seems to be looking for something, and uh, when we get it, there seems to be still something missing. Whether it's to find a great partner, or to have money for travel, uh, to purchase a beautiful home, or to visit the loved ones who may be far away. Why is it that we still want something even when we get those things that we have on our list, our bucket list? Why is it that we still seem to be searching for something? Is it possible that we are subconsciously searching for a planet where we once lived, or people that we once knew there? This is just a question, or is it? Many times we think we know what we want. Basically, most of us want to be able to pay our bills without working too hard. Some people say that work has never killed anybody. There's a lot of people in the graveyard who might disagree with that. If you work too hard, you may not even enjoy the money that you earn, because you can hardly think about, where am I going to spend this money when you're too sleepy and too tired. So, in the scheme of things, do we really know what we want? Abraham Maslow says that a satisfied need is not a motivator of behavior. In other words, he says, he means that means that if all of your needs are satisfied, you're at a standstill. There's no reason to be trying to do this or trying to do that. So it's always something else that we will want. It's always something else that we do need. And then sometimes we find stuff that can satisfy us a while, and we become somewhat content. But one thing that we may want to think about, and that is, what do we really want? What is needed in order for us to feel satisfied? What do we need? And I know you've heard me say it before. What do we want? See, if we don't know what we want, that's kind of a bad situation, because we may be frustrated, and we may even think we want something. But sometimes what I do is, whenever I think I want something, deep inside myself, I see myself with it, and I have it, and I really see myself with it. And then I say, it's not exactly what I thought. This is not what I really had in mind, that what it would be like, because I can visualize the whole, of it. Not, you're not always every part. You never will be able to visualize every part of something that is not present, that doesn't exist right in the face, like that. But I think that is important for us to decide, what do we want. This will help a lot of people stop being so sad, because sometimes people are just angry and just restless and don't really know why. And I learned some time ago, anytime that you're frustrated, anytime that you're sad, it's either, most of the time, it's something you're thinking. Most of the time, it's what we're thinking. And if our thoughts are not so nice, that can affect us physically, mentally as well. So you might want to think about this one a little bit. What do we want? What do you want? Then when we think of what we want, we have to do a planning for that. I don't know about you. A lot of times I am at a place where I say, what do I want? What if the genie was right here now? The universe was right this minute, want to answer you. And when you say, I want this, or I want that. What if that was answered for you right that moment, right this moment? That answer would come to you, and the universe, the creator, say, okay, I'll give you that. Here that is. Have you thought about then what? That's what I often think about. Then what? Once that is, I have that, then what? Where do I go from there? What will I do then? See, this is a part, the reason I'm talking about this is because when I started doing the videos, as I said on one of my other videos, is that my concern is about the community. And I saw, and I still see, where there have been so many places that are abandoned. And, then I began to ponder over it and pray over it and meditate over it. Why are these places being left like this? What is going on? Why is this happening, Lord? And then I began to see that it is an overall apathy spirit. A spirit of where people some are hurting so bad and so restless and so hopeless and helpless in a despair state that they don't know how to care enough. And when there's no love and no care and so much hate and killing and violence, self-hatred and all of this, there's no reason why people would want to build a community, rebuild a community, to organize it, to work together, to enjoy the being around others, and of that nature. So then that made me start considering the individual, our personal self, our personal goals, our personal desire. What we, how do we feel? Each person feel as an individual, but with respect to the community, with respect to the group, with respect to others. And I just appreciate so many people. And when we start looking in us and inside of ourselves more, we can really appreciate others better. I really start appreciating people, the little things that people do for me from day to day, the nice things they say to me, their smiles and encouragement. I'm not talking about the ones who just put that smile on because that's what they're supposed to do when they think when they go out, I'm supposed to smile. I don't want to smile. I don't really feel that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about genuine people who care. And there are some of all races. and colors. People who care. I'm one. So that lets me know there are others. So, basically what I'm saying is this here, that sometimes when we don't know what we want, we become a kind of disturbed within ourselves, and then that kind of leads off into the people surrounding us in the community, and so we figure out then, well, maybe I can agitate someone, maybe I can be jealous of someone, maybe I can hate somebody. That's when we start doing all those things, because we don't have an agenda that is of a good nature, a good heart, you know what I'm saying, toward others, toward ourselves, toward our own people. That sometimes create and perpetuate a germinating field for just evil, period. You know, someone asked me that, if I hated white people, so why don't I don't go back to Africa? And I just had to tell them, I don't hate people. I hate evil. hmm I hate evil. And I don't care who has it. Even when there's sometimes when I do some things and I say to myself, look, I'm tired of you. We can't have this. I'm sick of this. Let's do something else now. And so I'm saying, when we are discovering self and the mystery of being, what is within our being? What are we hoping and striving to come to in life? Do we want to see ourselves do well in a project? Do we want a business? Do we want to just maintain and have a house and pay the bills and visit the family and be done? Some people are satisfied with that, pretty much. But some people, and this is not for the gurus who got everything together and got it all organized and everything. This is for people who maybe just haven't had time to really think about this. Think about, what do I want? What should I plan? Because, if you plan something, usually if you plan well, you do it. That is a starting point. If it doesn't come out real well, you can go back and say, oh, what I'll do is I will redo this. I will organize myself. This plan did not come out well, but let's see why that didn't come out the way that I wanted to. So I guess another topic could be plan for what we want. In the mystery of being, what are we being here for? Why are we here? What are we supposed to be doing? What should we do? In the mystery of being, we can decide on what we want. And some people will say, well, you can't be anything till you ask God. No, God gave you a lot of choices. He says very plainly in the Bible there, that everybody pretty much read, choose ye this day whether you do good or whether you do evil. You can make a choice to do whatever you want to do. And and some of that stuff in there, that fear factor, God doesn't want scary, frightened Jason pictures or what them Friday the 13th. He doesn't want that. I mean, that doesn't help him one bit. Because if he's a forceful person, don't you think he'd make you do it every day, make you do everything you need to do? The universe has already been set forth. It has in itself the rewards and recompenses for different whatever we do. You see what I'm saying? Whatever choices we make, there will be certain types of outcomes, but they're not necessarily always for something horrible, because God has great intentions for each and every one of us. No matter how we may feel about one another, God has great intentions for every person. And I really don't mean to sound didactic because, we've had so much preaching and so many of us unable to live what we believe and feel. And some people, they criticize us for talking, but sometimes that's all you got. And you have to work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? When no one knows the work we do behind, the field. No one knows the field work I do. No one knows when I do good work, and I don't know when they do good work. Some of them, they are seen doing it, but we don't know what's in their heart. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, I did not want to keep you long today. I just wanted you to think about, what do you want? Write that out. Make a plan to do something about what you want. Because even if you don't know, no one can really help you. And then that way, when we don't know what we want, we can be a problem to other people by saying mean and wicked things to them, doing hateful things to them, and all of this because we don't know what we want. Once we figure out what we want, and you say that's what you want, and you get that's what you want, you should have a reason to be all angry at people and jealous of folks. And because if you got what you want, what's left? I'm just saying. Now somebody may say, "Oh, honey, child, you sure is pitiful. You don't know what to talk about. You ain't got nothing to help nobody." Well, it helped me. and look, I love you. Thank you for watching. God bless you. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.